As consultation between the management of the Appleton Estate Sugar Factory and unions continues, residents in St. Elizabeth remain fearful over the possible closure of the facility, which employs thousands in that parish. We have the details in this report.
The fate of the Appleton Sugar Factory in St. Elizabeth is hanging by a thread. This after news that the J. Ray and Nephew-owned facility could end production of the sweetener because of heavy losses during the 2019 to 2020 crop year. Reports of losses through its sugar operations are not new. However, the company notes that the COVID-19 pandemic has made it worse. Since then, residents have been worried.
That can spell disaster to the community. Not only of Appleton and Silo, but other adjoining communities. So many persons will become unemployed. And the unemployment rate already was very high. So it will be twice as double negative.
Our bread basket here is not like over South people deal with like vegetable and lettuce and all the different type of things. But like why we know other work out because the small sector like the bar owner and the people, it's a big impact on them.
The company has said the closure of bars and other routes to market crippled its domestic and export earnings. But those who benefit from the operations of the Appleton Estate Sugar Factory say their livelihood depends on the factory remaining open.
Yeah, people benefit from the work at Appleton. So if Appleton were to get locked down, it would mean real calamity.
Something have to be done. Something have to be done for this.
Government needs to step in, put in some money and even divert the factory toward them to make people making some money.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness addressed that issue at a function in the parish recently.
The conversation can't always be about preserving it, but how quickly can we see to the transformation and diversification of the economies around sugar? The same economic challenges that are manifesting themselves now, the closure of a sugar factory, the closure of sugar production. That was the same conversation coming back in history over 200 years ago when the sugar trade met upon economic difficulties.
Meanwhile, Basil Waite, PNP candidate for St. Elizabeth Northeast, believes the government must ensure all avenues are explored to secure jobs for those who would be affected.
We're not asking the government to take over Appleton and to operate the factory. But especially in this time of COVID, and in terms of the pain that people are feeling, in terms of their personal economy, and the fallout that could take place, the government has a responsibility to communicate with its various stakeholders and to try to develop a solution such that what we do not want does not actually take place.
Anthony Lug, TVJ News.